On tomorrow's show, from the series Designated Survivor, Cal Penn will be here. And from the series Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Rachel Bloom will also be here. And a performance by music group OAR and Christian Slater will be here. Yeah.
Very nice.
And later on, we're going to see a clip from your new film, which
from
is
Hacksaw Ridge. Very nice, yeah.
Ridge. Yes, very exciting about that. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Now, he's a new kid, he's a blue blood, and he's here. Please welcome back to the show, Donnie Wahlberg. How are you?
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. You look good. Well, he looks
You're
very
both
sharp. He
wearing
looks
patterned
terrific.
suits. I like it very much.
This is the team right here.
Yeah, I like it very much.
He's looking very regal and maybe even presidential.
Very nice.
He's a running mate. I got to sharpen up my dress backstage.
Listen, I would vote for both of you, as a matter of fact. How are you guys doing?
Great.
How's Jenny?
Jenny's great. Her birthday was yesterday.
Oh my God!
Happy birthday!
Jenny,
She turned 40 again.
She turned 40 again?
We both have this thing. I've been 47 times.
Oh my God.
She's now turned 40 a couple of times.
Yes.
Very nice. Can't really say exactly how many.
It doesn't matter. 40 is 40.
Yeah.
Eternally 40.
Yeah, maybe when we get to 50, we'll change that. But I like being 40 forever.
Yeah, and you guys are living in Chicago.
We live outside of Chicago. Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Great.
How long have you been?
We got married two years ago, and you know, we were thinking where to live. We both work here. I do Blue Bloods here.
Yeah.
She does her Sirius XM show here. And so we were like, well, we should live in New York somewhere, and bada. And I said, you know, why don't we move to St. Charles, where she'd been living with her son for a few years, because we'd go visit all the time, and my son would come visit. My 15-year-old would come, and he fell in love with it. And I see how much her son loves it. And they have a regular life there, you know.
Yeah.
In California, my son would sit in his room on a computer and, you know, never go outside. It was like a play date once a month, if possible.
Versus meeting kids in the neighborhood and...
This is like, this is, you know, this suburban life in Illinois. I mean, these kids are out running around and playing and, you know, making piles of leaves and jumping them and doing things that I did as a kid. And it's really refreshing and wonderful.
Yeah.
And it
we're
makes it
very
easier
happy
for you, too, because they kind of get out of the house and can play and gives you guys some time to...
I mean, and it's just great to see them have a regular childhood. I mean, it's, you know, we got to be careful of killer clowns and all this crazy stuff that goes on nowadays. But it's really fun. And you know, a lot of kids don't get a chance to have normal childhoods anymore.
So
For
you're
me to
giving them
find
a little
that,
gift.
for me and her to find that for our kids, it's really special.
That's terrific.
Great.
And you're a big Red Sox fan.
So are you two okay together on the same
Yeah, great.
Right, okay.
Cubs fans and Red Sox fans have a kindred spirit because we both have the burden of a curse. We fortunately broke our curse, and
we don't even talk about it right now because we're right at the moment of it happening.
The press.
But there is an understanding of cheering for a long time without the best result.
I'm not really a Cubs fan per se, but I've been telling all the Cubs fans I know, and my son is now a Cubs fan. He's like, Dad, the Cubs, my best friends are all Cubs fans. You got to cheer for the Cubs. I said, to all the Cubs fans, when they got down after being down 3-1, they were all crying and stuff. I said, listen, if you want to break a curse, like the Red Sox did, we were down 0-3 to the Yankees to break the curse. You have to overcome something really big that year. So down 3-1, it might be their time.
Oh my God!
But Jenny would be a Cubs fan.
She's a White Sox fan because she's from the South Side. But now, you know, everyone in Chicago is a Cubs fan.
Oh my gosh! I wish I knew what any of this meant, but it sounds.
It's like Yankees Mets.
Right. Got it.
The Yankees.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
So did you guys go trick or treating? I saw a cute picture of you in your Halloween costumes.
We really cute. Jenny and I didn't trick or treat. I heard you guys talking about they want to make Halloween like a different day. They should make Halloween like every day of October, just so I can watch my wife dress up 31 times.
She's really cute.
A very attractive couple. Very attractive couple.
Well, we did my band does a cruise every year, and we did a Halloween party, and my wife was like, I want to be Minnie Mouse. I said, well, okay, I guess I'll be Mickey. But
that's fun. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It was fun,
oh my God.
And we and the kids, of course, went trick-or-treating too. Again, one of the joys of where we live is, you know, they can actually trick-or-treat.
Yeah, my gosh.
And it's just, you know, it's just when Jenny actually made her son's costume, my stepson Evan, she like sewed the whole thing together.
Oh yeah, I saw that, and I felt like such a bad mom.
Oh my God, that's amazing. He's like, every year he's like, I want, last year he wanted to be this Five Nights at Freddy's, which is like this animatronic bear thing, and she's like, well, how am I going to buy that costume? They don't sell it anywhere. He was like, just make it, Mom. So she took up sewing and made it, and this year she had to make this.
That's really incredible. That's amazing. Listen, we have to take a commercial break, but we're going to find out about your connection to The Sopranos when we return. More with Donnie Wahlberg.
Still ahead of proud partners.
What's the big deal? It's like some kind of middle child syndrome. I mean, you've always been like this, in the middle of everyone's business.
I just thought maybe we could get past this whole rivalry thing you guys have going on.
Why?
Because it's juvenile, and I don't get it.
So if another ADA were to come and steal your case right in the middle of a trial without consulting you, you'd be okay with that, right? Like becoming The Sopranos this year. It was actually created by two of the writers from The Sopranos.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, Robin Green and Mitchell Burgess. But we have Steve Shripper this year, and Michael Imperioli's been on the show a bunch. He's actually on this episode, too.
So great.
Yeah, it's like, you know, they're like, no chasing bad guys. You're going to go toe-to-toe with one of the mob guys from Sopranos. But they're all cops, which is funny because they're like, hey, forget about it. You're under arrest. They're all good guys now.
Well, I'm always obsessed with your, you know, when you have your big dinner scene. I'm obsessed with food scenes in general because they're shot over the courses of so many takes, and everybody has to have their coverage. What do you eat on your plate that you can eat over and over and over and over again?
I do eat in every single dinner scene, usually vegetables, which seems like a good idea because, you know, if you're eating a lot of steak or whatever, which we have like pot roast and things like that, that could be problematic. But if you eat a lot of broccoli or green beans, that could be a bigger problem. I learned that it's, a lot of gas is created. So
you like levitate off the table.
The table pushes away from my stomach, and then I notice I have to do. People say, well, he has to leave the room a lot, and I start, you know, walking outside for fresh air breaks.
I will watch those dinner scenes with a whole new outlook.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll have different things. No, I love the dinner scenes, but now when I watch it, I'm going to be able to add another sense to the.
All I do is pay attention to what you guys are eating because it's so funny. The first time we talked about it, I can't even remember how long. It was so many years ago. We talked about like those dinner scenes. I'm like
7 years on the air of the show.
Right.
It's amazing.
It's
terrific.
We love it. I'm so happy you're here. And it's Blue Bloods. It airs on Fridays at 10 p.m. on CBS. Make sure you check out Donnie Wahlberg. Coming up next, Maggie from The Walking Dead. Lauren Cohan is here.